My skin has been clear for over a month. This is the first time in my entire life, in like 20 years, that I've had clear skin, you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, my name is Ashley. I am the owner of Just Gorgeous Darling Boutique, but this YouTube channel is kind of just my creative outlet where I talk about motherhood, business, beauty, and all the things that are interesting to me. So if that sounds like something you'd like, make sure that you subscribe. I am currently uploading videos on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So we're gonna jump right in. Today's video is about my skincare regimen that I have discovered that works for me for adult acne. I know that this isn't going to work for everybody. However, I think it's really difficult, at least in my own experience after doing hours and hours of research, to find topical solutions for hormonal adult acne. And I kind of stumbled on this by accident. I was just trying different things and I found a regimen that works for me, and it's a super simple regimen. There are only 3 products and I use the same products morning and evening. So a little bit of background about my acne. I have always had acne since I was a teenager. Both of my parents actually also had acne prone skin. My mom is in her 50s and still deals with cystic acne. So part of this is genetic for me. It's hereditary and it's definitely hormonal. So when I was in high school and middle school, I got really oily in my T-zone and I would break out, never down here. I would break out around my nose and my forehead, just like typical teenage zits. Nothing too deep. It was not cystic. It was just, I can't remember, comedones, I guess. I'm not sure, but just zits, nothing scarring, nothing major. I was prescribed to use Cetaphil and I had a topical ointment that I used on my skin for a while. It didn't really do anything. But then as I got older, around the time that I turned 30, my acne changed and was down here. It was around my mouth. It would sometimes be up on my lip, like under my nose. And it would be really, really deep acne and sometimes painful. And I started to develop scarring. And I think part of that scarring was because of the type of acne, and part of it was just I'm getting older now and my skin doesn't heal and bounce back as quickly as it did when I was a teenager. That's just part of getting older. I've been told by dermatologists that I would have to probably get on a prescription like Accutane or spironolactane. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, in order to fully cure my acne. And that was something I was not willing to do. Accutane has a lot of potential side effects, a lot of really bad dry skin. I also have a history of anxiety and depression, so that can be triggered by Accutane, and that was just not something I was willing to experiment with at this point in my life. I'm a busy mom with 5 kids and I own a business. I can't afford to be taking meds that might mess with my mental health. And also I just don't really like taking unnecessary meds. I do have daily meds I have to take for my thyroid, so I'm not against medication if you need it, but it was just not something I wanted to do. So I just doing a lot of research on YouTube, Google, Pinterest, all of the things. There's some skincare like message forums, one's called Reddit. I will link that below, that I found really helpful. And there was a specific YouTube channel that I found really helpful, and I have mentioned it a few times. I'll link that below as well. It was Dr. Dre. She is a dermatologist and she has an entire YouTube channel that is dedicated to skincare. It's fascinating, but it's also like actually legitimately helpful. She backs up all of her videos with like data and studies, and I really appreciate that. So getting into the products that I use, I have 3 products that I'm using, and I have been using these for a few months now, and I've been noticing improvements in my skin. But a month and a half ago, I introduced a new product, and that's when I really saw an improvement in my skin. And I didn't want to do a video until it had been at least a month that I saw like sustained results, because my acne tends to be cyclical and hormonal. So anytime I have a shift in my hormones, I tend to break out. So that happens around the time that I ovulate, and it happens around the time before I get my period. So I wanted it to be like 6 weeks before I said, yes, this definitely is working for me. And it has. So I'm gonna get really close here. You guys can see I have 2 little tiny breakouts right here and right here. And these happened because I lost the cleanser that I was using. And so I was just using my regular Cetaphil, but they are like little breakouts. They're not deep cystic acne. These are like little zits. Like that's nothing. That's not going to leave a scar. That's not super painful. So I don't even really count that. Other than that, my skin is totally clear. Anything you're seeing down here, that is scarring and hyperpigmentation. But I do not have any active breakouts anywhere on my skin right now, except for this little zit. I woke up with that this morning, and this one is almost gone here. That's like 2 days old. So to the products that I am using, I have 3. I have a cleanser, I have an acne like maintenance treatment, and I have something that I use for moisturizing. So the cleanser that I'm using is Effaclear by La Roche-Posay, and this is a 2% salicylic acid gel cleanser. I use this morning and evening right now. I used to only use it in the morning, but now I'm using it 2 times a day. And I have found that my skin reacts really well to salicylic acid. And I think that's part of the battle, is figuring out which ingredients benefit your skin. And this was a product that was recommended by the Dr. Dre YouTube channel. I definitely noticed a difference in my skin when I started using this. This helps keep me from getting oily throughout the day. And it's just, I got this right on YouTube, or not on YouTube. I got this right on Amazon. It's not an expensive product at all. It's worth every penny, and I will absolutely continue to use this. It cleanses me and it keeps me matte, but it does not strip my skin or dry it out. And I think just having the salicylic acid on your skin, it doesn't need to sit on your skin necessarily. Just having it on your skin during the cleansing process is enough for that active ingredient to do its job. So morning and evening, I use this cleanser. Then the next product I use, I'm sure you guys, if you have been researching acne or skincare, I'm sure that you have heard of this. This is a ointment that I got from Curology. And if you're not familiar with Curology, it's a website where you sign up and you fill out a survey about your skin, and you can even send pictures about pictures of your face, and you are assigned an actual dermatologist, and they will look at your pictures, they'll look at your survey, you fill out kind of like a healthcare survey based on your age, your sex, what kind of meds you might take, and what kind of skincare issues you have, and they will prescribe you an ointment to use on your skin. Now, I've been using Curology since October, and for the first 2 months, I had a different ointment, and I did not see any improvement in my skin, but I read a lot of reviews that kind of warned me to that it can take a few months. Sometimes they need to change up your prescription, so I tried really hard to stay patient. I almost canceled it a couple of times. It's not really very expensive. I think it's $25 a month. Something, it's either $19 or $25 a month. I think for $19 a month you just get the ointment. For $25 a month you get the ointment and you get a cleanser and a moisturizer with it. So I almost gave up. I almost canceled because my original ointment was not doing anything. It didn't make my skin worse, but it didn't do anything to make it better. So I was working with my dermatologist. I sent her another updated set of pictures of my acne, and she changed my formulation. And so now I have azelaic, I'm probably saying that wrong, azelaic acid, clindamycin, and zinc pyrithione. And I had the azelaic acid and the clindamycin in my original formulation, but in the new formulation she took out another ingredient and added in the zinc pyrithione. And when I switched to this, that's when I saw all of that deep acne really start to clear up. So I know that that's the active ingredient that started working on my skin, because that's the only thing that changed in my regimen. So I do have a referral code for Curology, and if you guys want to give it a shot, I think it's worth every penny. But if you do use it, I'll get like a I'll get $10 off my next shipment or something, just to let you guys know about that. But regardless of whether or not anybody uses my referral code, I've been using this since October, and I will continue to use it. I think it's just nice to be able to have a dermatologist who you can communicate with, and they can create a formulation that is specifically for your type of acne. Now, she did tell me, I don't think we're going to be able to find anything that is going to completely clear up your skin because your acne is hormonal. So she was totally honest with me. She's like, you know, we might be able to figure out something that will give you an improvement, but you're not going to see complete, you know, completely clear skin until you take care of what's going on inside. So I like that she's not just like blowing sunshine up, you know, where to try to keep my business. She's totally honest with me, and she said, okay, well, if you're not willing to try medication, there are some studies that show that spearmint tea can help regulate those hormones. So I tried that for a while. I'm not really good about drinking certain things every day. It's just, I know myself, and that's not something I will maintain, but I got it and it's worth a shot. But I saw a huge improvement in my skin once they added the zinc pyrithione. Probably saying that wrong. I'll list my formulation in the comments in case that would be helpful to you guys. And then the last product I use, and you guys have heard me rave about this product before, it's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. And this is not like sponsored by Neutrogena or Curology or anything. This is just a product I legitimately like. This is my second container of it. I ran out and immediately ordered more. I love this. It is hydrating to my skin without being oily. It's a gel-based moisturizer, so there's not like that oily viscose feeling. Do you know what I mean? And I use this morning and evening. So my morning routine and my evening routine are the exact same, which is awesome and super simple. The simpler it is, the more likely I am to keep up with it. So again, cleanse with the La Roche-Posay Effaclear cleanser, and then I use the Curology ointment, and then I moisturize with this, and that is it. And my skin has been clear for over a month. This is the first time in my entire life, in like 20 years, that I've had clear skin, you guys. Like, other than these little zits, and I'm sorry, but if you've dealt with cystic acne before, like these two little zits are not even a blip on my radar. I'm not even concerned about them. I don't have like, you know, the hard underneath the skin stuff. I'm not even having, for a while, I started even breaking out on my cheeks. I've got nothing. It's glorious. So I hope something in this video helped you guys. Highly recommend these products. If you are dealing with cystic hormonal adult acne, don't give up. Just keep trying things, keep researching, work with a doctor if you need to, but you don't have to just accept that that's the way your skin is forever. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. See you guys next time. Bye.